What's up, Solow Sportsters? I'm here with a retrospective review. Just a year or so after Roger retiring, we figured we'd bust this one out of my closet, see how it plays. It is the Wilson K61 Tour 90. It's a demanding frame, but stick around and find out if you can still handle something like this. We strung this racket up with Champion's Choice Hybrid with the gut in the mains at 49 pounds and the Luxlon Alu Power Rough Crosses at 46 pounds. The Wilson Pro Staff K61 Tour 90 is 340 grams, which equates to 12 ounces unstrung with a swing weight of 336, making it 9 points head light, with a balance point of 12.4 inches. As the name suggests, it has a 90 square inch head, a length of 27 inches, a standard 16 by 19 string pattern, and a constant beam of 18 millimeters. The stock grip is premium leather and has a striking white, black, and red cosmetic. The Tour is the heaviest of its contemporaries and had the smallest head size. I started my love affair with the Pro Staff line with the N Code 61 Tour 90 when I was 11 years old and the racket weighed more than I did. Though it took me a few years before I really was comfortable and capable of handling the racket to its full potential, once I was, this racket was an extension of my arm. I credit this racket with making my sliced backhand as vicious as it is today, giving me great amounts of confidence to go for my forehands, and my willingness to come to the net and compete on the doubles court. As you can imagine, for this retrospective playtest, we strung the racket up with the string setup endorsed by Roger himself, Champion's Choice Hybrid, which consists of 2 half sets, one of natural gut and another of Luxlon Alu Power Rough. From the baseline, this racket provides ultimate control. Every time I fully committed to my shots, drove through the ball with purpose, and kept my balance, this racket was everything I could dream of. For a 90 square inch head, I was able to generate enormous amounts of spin, especially on my sliced backhand. That said, as I have now grown accustomed to a 97 square inch head, I tend to whip up instead of driving through my shots. As such, I found myself shanking early on, but when I adjusted to more conventional strokes, I was able to refine the sweet spot. I most enjoy the amount of stability this racket afforded me. When my opponents came at me with more pace, I simply had to get the racket out in front and let it do all the work. Playing points with the frame brought back some great memories, but also reminded me why I have been precipitously dropping in weight and increasing head size each time I update my racket. Though I was absolutely able to punish my opponents when I was being the aggressor, on defense is where I struggled. When playing against people who were able to rush me or get the ball kicking up high, especially on my backhand, I found myself having to resort to slices and squat shots just to stay in the rally. If I was able to get back to even and step into the court, I felt untouchable. I was able to put away any short balls or induce a weak reply that was just begging to be volleyed away for a winner. Up at net is probably where this racket outshines just about any racket, especially ones currently on the market. The small head size coupled with the thin beam offered the perfect combination of maneuverability, stability, and feel. The 12-ounce mass allowed for nearly effortless redirection of pace and easy putaways while closing the net. Beyond that, every other shot up at net was a breeze. Low volleys, half volleys, high volleys, drop volleys. I'm already regretting putting this back into the closet for safekeeping. Though this racket was not the highest scorer, it did well in our Solow Sports graded review. When I was playing regularly, was very fit and healthy, this racket became an extension of my arm, but now, as a mere mortal, this is a tough one for me these days. As rackets with this kind of spec combination are no longer readily available, We wouldn't recommend it except for a select few who have an NTRP rating of 4.5 or higher, have more conventional swing styles, and are in their physical prime, and love to come to net. Similar rackets currently in production from other brands would be the Babolat Pure Strike VS, the Dunlop CX200 Tour 16x19, the Head Prestige Tour 2023, the Technifiber TF40 315, and the Yonex Percept 97H. We hope you've enjoyed this review of the Wilson K6190 Tour. Comment down below and let us know if you've played with any iterations of this. Were you a diehard Fed fan? Did you give this racket a try? Did you have to move on like I did? Let us know, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.